Do you think that just because a fragrance is expensive, that means it's going to be good? Well, I don't. There's definitely this weird misconception that just because a fragrance is more on the expensive side, that it's going to be a better experience for you, and that's just simply not true. Either way, Valentino sent me over 3 of their fragrances. This is from their Anatomy of Dreams collection. Let's start off with L'Innocence de l'air. Now this is basically supposed to be fresh, clean, sparkly, bright, light, all the adjectives. It definitely is. To me, this is really like, I don't know, I want to call it floral, but it's really more like a botanical garden. Think like rainforest vibes, like that kind of smell, that fresh, the greenery, all the plants, the trees, the flowers, all that. That's what I get. Not necessarily floral as in like rose and jasmine and things like that. To me, it reminds me of like dryer sheets or like fresh fabric softener. That's what I get. It's like I would probably want this as like a room spray more than I would want it as like a perfume. Next up, we have Note d'Oro. To me, I've already smelled this. It's giving like man on man on man on man. To me, it's spicy. It's a little peppery. Think leather, just rustic. To me, in a nutshell, this is giving like woodsy, spicy, oud, all wrapped in one with like a touch of leather. Next, we have Sogno in Rosso. This is described as having the spiciness of pepper, the creamy, velvety Italian milk foam accord, and it's basically just like a milky, spicy fragrance. This one, I feel like the first time I smelled it actually surprised me because based on the description, it's like not what I'm getting. Like I definitely get the spiciness of it, but it's just really warm. I definitely feel like it's a bit more complex than I expected it to be. But again, I just feel like this is, maybe it's just too elevated for me, to be honest. It's just, I like fragrances that are a bit more playful and a bit light. I like ones that are fruitier and more citrusy and, you know, I like creamy gourmand fragrances. I'm not a big fan in general of fragrances that are more spicy or peppery. There's a couple exceptions, like Une Nuit Parisienne by Marseille. I really, really, really love that. But it's just that one's more nutty and well balanced. And this is just a lot more spicy. And that's not my favorite thing. I will say overall, the bottles are stunning. The box that it came in was so gorgeous. I'm so grateful that these were gifted to me because obviously no one has to send me anything ever. So I definitely am not somebody that's going to spend, you know, $300 or $400 on one bottle of a fragrance. So I'm grateful that I get to experience these nonetheless. If I had to pick a favorite out of all 3 of these, it's definitely going to be L'Innocence de l'air.